What's good, squad? It's the big homie SB23 back at you with some more words of wisdom. Today we're going to talk about how to destroy your enemies. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. SB23 on YouTube, Chosen123 on YouTube. You'll get these gems on both channels. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for stopping through, showing me some love, spending time with the big homie, soaking up the knowledge. I'm hoping you're having a good day, and I'm sending love out your way. So, how to destroy your enemies. And when we talk about this, we're talking about not destroy them like in a physical sense. So you're not wanting to go up and do nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to harm anybody. You're not taking revenge on anybody. How to actually destroy your enemies is by raising the level of your energy to such a high level that they can no longer exist within you, within your presence or around you. For them to even be around you won't feel comfortable for them, because the energy that they're at and that they're operating at is so low that it eats at them. And to be able to be around you, they would have to raise their vibration, and that's something that they're not able to do. So what am I saying? Let's say somebody does something wrong to you. And let's say they take advantage of you. They say they hurt you in some sort of way. Again, we're not even speaking on like a physical terms, but even if it is physical, let's say they wrong you in some sort of way, so therefore that becomes your enemy, because an enemy is somebody who wants to wrong you in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? And your enemies can stem from anybody. It could be family members, friends, acquaintances, anybody who is close enough to you and hold some sort of weight to you within your realm of existence. And then sometimes it might be somebody who you don't even know. It don't even have to be like that. It could be somebody random that for whatever reason they pick you to do some stuff too, and then therefore then that becomes your enemy, because now you have to watch what they do and what they say, because now since you've seen them for who they really are and what their intent is, now you have to be cautious on how you're going to move within your time around them, because they've done something untrustworthy. You know what I'm saying? So they do something to you, and your initial reaction is to retaliate in some sort of way. That's not how you destroy your enemy. If you retaliate, then you're feeding into the energy that they came to you with, and now you've lowered yourself to their standard. You've given them the fuel to not only justify what they did, but then to double down and use your actions against you, even though they instigated it. So you might run into people in your life that purposely instigate stuff with you to get you to react in some sort of way, and then the minute you react in that way, they run off and tell people that, and they point the finger at you and say, look it, see, remember what I told you about him? See, look how he's moving. And then the whole time, these people not even understanding that this person has been instigating you the whole time. They're the one actually causing the issue, but they're making it seem as though you're the one who's causing the issue. So the only way to beat them, you can't beat that type of person by playing their game. Once you feed into whatever negativity that they're putting out, and you retaliate in a way that is on the same level as them, so you give them, you match their energy, you give them back the same energy that they gave you. As soon as you do that, you're giving your power away, And now again, they can utilize that power that you and that energy that you gave away and flip it on you, and have a way to say that, and try to paint the picture as if you're the issue when really you're not. You're really not doing anything to anybody or trying to hurt anybody, but you also are somebody who's not going to let somebody just do anything to you. So you have feelings and emotions like any other human being, and when somebody wrongs you, the first instinct for you, or the first action that you have off of instinct, is to defend yourself. And the way that you defend yourself, or maybe the way that you retaliate, it can affect you in the long run, because again, you're stooping down to their level. When you don't stoop down to their level and you stay high vibrational, that's when you retain your power. So, excuse me, if you got somebody who is instigating you, the best way to destroy them is to do nothing at all. Now, I'm not saying that if somebody's coming, like if it's physical, I'm not saying that you just allow somebody to come up and, slap you, or, put hands on you, or do spit on you or something crazy like that. I'm not saying that at all. That's not the message that I'm putting out here at all. If somebody's doing something to you physically, you have every right. If they're the instigator, you have every right within the means of your power and your skill set to defend yourself in the situation. So you never just let somebody roll up on you and disrespect you physically. My mother used to tell me, and I listen to this day. My mother used to tell me to never instigate a fight, to give people chances to get out of the confrontation before you put hands on them. But the minute that they step past a certain boundary, the minute they put their hands on you, that's when you have every right to apply pressure as needed. And that's the way that I live my life. My mother told me, never be swayed by what anybody says about you, because words don't mean anything. Anybody can say anything about you to anybody, and it doesn't matter, or to you, and that doesn't matter. They can say and speak however they want to speak, because those are just words. But the minute that they put their hands on you, that's when you show them a different side. That's when you show them that they didn't really want to play around with the person who they thought they wanted to play around with. And that's how my mother raised me and my uncle. And that's the way I live my life. I'm cool. I don't care what, you could call me all types of names. You can try to slander my name all you want. I don't care. But the minute that you try to actually act like you're going to threaten me, or you're going to put hands on me, is the minute you're going to see a side that you don't want to see. And so I don't have a lot of those issues, because I don't let what people say about me get me out of character. Again, the only way I'm going to flip that switch is if you actually feel like you're going to put some hands on me, and then I'm going to show you better than what you thought. So that's how you should move around in life. But what I'm saying, back to what I was saying, is if they do something to you and it's not physical, it's not like an actual threat to you and your existence on your life, then the best revenge is to do nothing at all. Because what that person is not realizing is, again, that's somebody who doesn't understand how energy works. And if you understand how energy works, you would know that whatever you're putting out is going to come back to you. So if somebody throws bad negative energy out to you and you ignore it, it has no place to go but back to them. It will return to sender. Just like mail. If you send mail somewhere and that person, whatever destination you wanted to go to, but that person no longer lives or resides there, whatever you sent will come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So, or let's look at it like Amazon. When you order something off Amazon and you get it, if you're not happy with what it is that you get, you can return it to sender. So again, if somebody's sending you out negative energy and you feel it and you know the energy is negative, even if they're trying to mask it as some positive stuff, but you can feel the intent behind it is negative, then you can therefore return that energy to sender. You don't have to take that energy on to yourself. You can negate it right off the jump. As soon as it comes in, you can negate that and say, oh, okay, I don't like how I don't like how this looks, or how this feels. And you send it right back to them. And how do you send it back to them? Is by not having a response. What I learned since I've been older is not responding is much more powerful than trying to get the last word. And that's a fact. Like, when you're arguing with somebody back and forth, you're exchanging energy. And 9 times out of 10, if somebody gets you in an argument, or they're trying to push certain buttons within you that they know are triggers to get you to react in a certain way, the minute that you react, they've won, because their mission was accomplished. They wanted to push your button so that you would react, and now that you have reacted, you've brought yourself down to their level. So even if you're right on whatever that you're pinpointing within them, it almost gets negated, because the moment that you react the same way that they're reacting, whatever the reasoning was doesn't matter, because again, now you've given them energy. You fed their ego, or you fed whatever it was within them that was trying to invoke that response from you. So the best response is no response 90% of the time, and that's what I've learned. I only address things that actually have real relevance to what's going on, and if for whatever reason, if I feel like it's not worth the time to go back and forth with it, then I'm not going to. Because again, words are just words. Anybody can say anything they want to say to you, but when you know your value, then it doesn't matter what they say. You're not trying to prove nothing to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that nobody is better than anybody. So there's nothing to prove. I'm not trying to disprove how you feel about me, because your feelings hold no weight on me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. Again, unless somebody's trying to come up against you physically and actually try to really do something to you, hurt you or take you out of existence, there's no reason to retaliate. Because not only does that negate whatever they're trying to do and send the energy right back to them, so that also doubles down the karma that they're going to get, because it's like a double hit. Because again, if somebody's doing something to you and you retaliate, they're still going to get the karma, because that's the energy that they're moving with. But you're going to put more stress on yourself by going back and forth with them over whatever situation it is. To whereas if they put out the energy and they do something and you don't do anything at all, not only does that negate them from being able to get the reaction that they wanted, so they actually put out and wasted energy trying to get the reaction, and they didn't get what they wanted to get out of it, so they wasted the energy. But then that energy is going to go back to them on top of it. So not only did they waste energy, but the energy that they sent out, which was negative, is going to go back to them. So it's a double hit. You know what I'm saying? And eventually they'll learn, if you can keep a firm boundary, eventually they'll learn that it's a waste of their time to even be coming up to you, creating these scenarios or trying to provoke you. It's a waste of their time and their energy. And then when they do approach you, they'll approach you the right way. And I'm telling you this, I swear to you, if you listen to what I'm saying, it's a fact. It's not even, there's no debate about it. It's a fact that if you follow those principles, you are going to create more peace in your life, because you are retaining your power. You're not giving it away. Every time you react to somebody in some sort of way, when they're trying to provoke you, you're giving your power away. Doesn't matter what it is. So that's why I said I stand on the thing of now, because I'm telling you, I used to go back and forth with people over stuff, trying to prove my point or trying to explain my side or my reasoning to somebody who can't understand it, because they're not me and we're all different. So anytime you're trying to explain or trying to argue your point to somebody who is not you and somebody who's not on a similar wavelength as you, you're just wasting your time. It's better off that you don't even say nothing at all. Let them feel however they're going to feel about you and move on with their life and let them live however they want to live. But you're not going to allow them to bring negativity to your life and affect you in any sort of way. And that's how you keep your power, and that's how you destroy your enemies. Because again, when they're coming up against you and then you're not being affected by the things that they're doing, they're only wasting their own energy. Because a lot of people out here can't create their own energy. They don't have their own energy to utilize and manipulate in order for them to manifest the things that they want to manifest. So they have to attach themselves to somebody else to get a source of energy in order for them to create the things that they want to create within their lives, because they can't generate that within themselves. So people, if you have a strong sense of self, if you have a strong will, strong fortitude, if you have vision, if you have some sort of vision that, or dreams, that your goals, aspirations that you're going after, those are the type of people who most often get attacked by these weaker, energetically weaker people that can't create it themselves. And then because they can't create it, but they see that you can create it, they envy you for that. And the envy grows to jealousy, the jealousy grows to hate. So that's why people who you don't even know, who you might not even have talked to not one time in life, but they see that you have some sort of something special within you that they don't have. That's why they can hate you, because that's why they can hate you even though they don't know you, because there's a jealousy within it. They see something about you, something about the way that you move or carry yourself, that they envy. And instead of tapping in with you and maybe getting some advice as to how they can generate that themselves, or even listening to some advice that you gave them, because you might even have gave these people some advice, they choose to secretly hate on you, you know what I'm saying, or be secretly jealous of you, and then until it grows into hate. But again, how do you destroy them? By not doing nothing at all, by just being you, by just continuing on your path and doing the things that you do in the way that you do it. That's how you destroy them. You don't have to take arms against any of your enemies, again, unless they're trying to physically harm you. You don't have to do anything. You let the universal laws take care of that, because again, whatever you put into this world is going to come back to you. So if you're putting out hate, jealousy, and envy, then that lower vibrational energy is going to come back to you. So the world is going to show you that. The universe is going to show you that. You know, you're not going to be blessed and favored because you're hating on somebody else. And 9 times out of 10, there's some blessings that are right in front of you that you're not even seeing, because of the fact that you're clouded by your hate or your jealousy or your envy. You know what I'm saying? There's some blessings sitting right around you that you can have for yourself. You know, again, you probably could pull up with this person who you're hating on and pick their brain, and then from there apply it to your life in your own way, and then start to receive your own blessings, because now you're not walking within hate. You're walking within gratitude for somebody else who has something that you might want, and instead of hating, you went to them and asked them certain things and asked for advice as to how you can get yourself in that same position, so that you could attain the things that you want, that you see. So that's like, you know, if somebody's instead of hating on somebody famous or somebody who's successful for their success, instead of being mad at them like, oh, how come he's driving that? How come he just driving that? Or he's trying to show off. Instead of doing that, pick that person's mind and say, yo, how did you acquire these things? You know, what did you do within your lives? What steps did you take to get yourself to that level of success? And then apply that to your own life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making somebody your enemy, make them your ally. Because the more allies you have out in this world, the stronger you are, the stronger your foundation is in this world. And that's not to say that you need to rely on somebody, but it's smart to align yourself with people who have already been through wherever it is you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Or they have the same type of energy that you have and the same type of vibe that you have, that of elevating. You know what I'm saying? If you're on a low level, you don't want to be vibing with people on a low level, because then all of y'all just gonna stay on a low level. If you're on a low level and you know you want to do better, then you need to start surrounding yourself with people on a higher level, and stop hanging around with the people who secretly want to see you fall. Because you got a lot of secret enemies too. There's people around you right now who secretly want to see you fall instead of see you win, all while you want to see them win. And that'd be the crazy part too. There's people in your life who you want to see win and would do anything to help them win, but they want to see you. They got so much jealousy, animosity, hate, envy within themselves, low self-esteem within themselves, that they want to see you fall so that they can feel better about themselves. So again, how do you destroy that? The best way to destroy that is just to keep elevating. It's just to keep doing what you do. It's just to keep grinding, working on whatever it is you're working on, whether it's your job, 9 to 5, whatever it is, you side hustle, what project, business, relationship, spirituality, health, wealth, whatever it is that you're working on, you just keep working on it and you keep elevating, and that's how you're going to destroy them too. You're going to destroy them with kindness, because you're not even going to hate on them. You want to see them win, but all while you want to see them win, that good energy that you're sending out into the universe is going to come back to you, and you're going to continue to win, because you still, even though you know they're hating, even though you know they got some ill will on you, you still wish them well. You still want to see them elevate. So the energy you're putting out is going to come back to you, and you're going to continue to do well and elevate. It's very simple. So yeah, you don't have to do anything to them. Wish them well, and then just keep being you. Keep elevating, keep working on yourself so you can reach new levels, and that's how you will kill them. You'll kill them in silence, because nothing's being done. It's like, again, you're doing it. You were going to do that anyways. You were going to elevate. You're not doing it to destroy them, but in the process of you elevating yourself, it's going to destroy them, because again, if they don't want good for you, and they want it bad for you, if they're watching and they want you to do bad, then guess what? They're going to do bad within their lives, because it'll go return to sender. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way that you destroy your enemies. Again, if it's a physical thing, you destroy, if it gets physical, now you got to tap into the, your animal side, the lower side of yourself. You got to get them out of there, get them up off you, let them know, and then you make sure, that's another thing I was taught, to make sure that if you go into a fight, if you have to actually fight, then when it comes down to it, you want to make it to where that person will think twice again before they even think about coming to fight you again. So yeah, if somebody comes up on you physically, yeah, you must have had y'all full storage. I had to clear some storage out, but yeah, if they come up to you physically trying to harm you, you are well within your right to destroy them, because now they've made themselves your enemy. So you must destroy them so they don't destroy you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do to survive that battle, and then walk out of it, walk away, walk away from that situation. So yeah, but if it's just on some energetic type stuff, yeah, then all you got to do is just play it cool, pretty much act like it didn't even happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't even acknowledge it. Don't give it no energy at all, unless you have to. In some scenarios, you have to give some energy, but even when you do it, you give it the least amount of energy that you possibly can. You basically keep it short and sweet, to the point. You're not feeding into nothing. You just address whatever needs to be addressed, and you get up out of there. You don't need to go back and forth with anybody about anything. You said what you said. That's how you feel, and you don't need to explain it. It is what it is. So, yeah, you don't have to do anything at all. The best way that you can destroy your enemy energetically is to be you. Be the most authentic version of yourself that you can. Walk within the ways that you walk. And don't let nobody sway you from that, no matter what they say or how they feel about you. And continue to elevate and win, because when you're living your life and you're really happy, like actually really happy on the inside, you're actually enjoying yourself, doing the things that you like to do, living your life, and you're not even concerned about what happened with whoever did whatever to you from the past, and you're just living your life, that right there is like cutting them down with a sword, because the whole thing with those type of people is they want your attention, They want to feel like they have some sort of control over you. So once they realize they can't control you and that you're moving on with it within your life and you're not even affected by it, like it's almost like it didn't even happen. Like you kind of just like whatever. You're not even thinking about that stuff no more. You're doing what you got to do, and you're educating people. Maybe you're educating people on certain things within their life, spreading the knowledge like I'm doing here. Living your life, enjoying your life every day, waking up in peace and tranquility, and not worrying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? When you're really not worrying about nothing, or whoever it was, that right there destroys them too, because they want to be the focal point of your world. They want to control you. They want to be the main thing within your space that you think about, and they want to dictate how you operate within your world. So they want to be the main focal point. And once they are not that anymore, that destroys their ego. You know what I'm saying? That destroys their pride, or whatever pride they had. And then too, really by being yourself too, is how they get exposed also, because they might try to paint you in a certain light, but people will start to see that what they were saying was not real, and that it was actually them who was projecting, and they're not being honest, and they're not being real, you know what I'm saying, with themselves and the people around them, and it'll start to show. And then slowly but surely, whatever facade that they had will start to crumble right before their own eyes, and they're gonna know it was because of how they treated you. So that's gonna destroy them too, because not only are they gonna know that, and their little facade's gonna break down, but then they're gonna see you winning, and then they're gonna be in regret for the fact that they moved the way they did, because now they don't have that access to you like they used to have. But they're gonna wish they did. Secretly though, they're not gonna tell you this, but secretly they're gonna wish they did, because they can see you winning. You know what I'm saying? And that's just simple with any type of thing that happens. Like when you do something to somebody, and you know you're wrong, and then you see that person, and you see that how that person is not really even affected by it, you be like, man, well, I wish I wouldn't have done that, because now time passes and that situation ends, but the relationship is affected, and you start to miss that person. You start to miss that person and what that person brought to the table. And if you're not humble enough and holding yourself accountable enough to go up to them and apologize and try to make the situation better, if your ego is that inflated and blown up that you can't do that, then it's gonna the guilt is gonna eat at you on the inside until you do make that move. So that's why I know what I'm saying is factual on all cases all around the board, because anytime we've all done something to somebody that we weren't proud of, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's all, my bad, y'all. Yeah, the phone died on me. But yeah, like I was saying, you don't have to do nothing to nobody. All you gotta do is just be you. Be you. Move in the light that you've been moving in, you know. Stay pure, stay honest, stay real, stay authentic, and you know, they'll fall on their own sword, and you know, years down the line, maybe they might come around and apologize or whatever the case may be. But like I said, in secret, without anybody knowing, they're gonna be being destroyed on the inside, from the inside though. You might not see it. You know, I mean, karma is real, so you will see it on the outside, but really, where does it really hurt? It really hurts on the inside, because that's how, you know, we all feel things on the inside first, and then it manifests on the outside. So yeah, don't even worry if you got some sort of people coming up against you. Don't even worry about it. Let them hate. All it does is make you stronger and make them weaker. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact of life. That is a universal law. Whatever you put out is gonna come back to you. So if you're putting out weak energy, that means that weak energy is gonna come back, and therefore it's gonna make you weak. Especially if the person who you're throwing it out to is not a weak being, and they don't let it affect them. You know what I'm saying? So kill them with kindness, Unless they put hands on you, then do, you know what I mean? Mix them up and then send them on their way. And beat them energetically. It all starts with energy. Like I always say on this channel, everything is energy first. So if you beat them energetically, the universe will take care of the rest. But all right, y'all, it's the big homie. I'm a holla.